Okay, so I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I've been really busy with my family and my friends and stuff, and sports and school. Oh my goodness. I'm tired, and it's 11:50. I have a test tomorrow, but I decided that I was gonna make a video. As you can see, I'm ready for bed already. My hair is up, I'm showered, and all that stuff. I'm not wearing any makeup, which really sucks. But oh well. Um, So basically, this is kind of just an update on what's going on. I've been playing softball a lot. I just got back from Ocean City with my mom and my sister and my mom's friend, and I got really bad sunburn, really, really bad sunburn. It's like all on my chest and my legs and my hips and stuff. So, in case you haven't known, by I don't know what to say about it, but in case you haven't known about anything I've been putting up here or anything, Um, no one from my school knows my YouTube or my Tumblr down there. Actually, I think 4 people from my school and my Tumblr: Katie, Bethany, Skylar, and Tiana. 4 of my best friends that have Tumblr. Um, so this is kind of what's going on, kind of coming out to my friends more than anything, and my family, and some of my family. So, first person that I came out to was my friend Skylar. Yeah, no, it was my friend Catherine. She's my best friend, and I actually do have a little, not little. I have feelings for her, and she has feelings for me too, and that makes me really happy. But right now, she's with this guy, so I can't do anything about that. And I feel really bad about some stuff because she is dating someone. Anyway, so the first thing after I told her, it was pretty simple. We were just like talking about it, and she was like, because we were goofing around, I thought she was kidding. And she was like, we were talking about Neil Patrick Harris and how he's gay. And we were just like, well, the cutest guys are, because she thinks he's really cute. She was like, I know, I should just date a girl and get over with it. Get it over with. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm here if you want me. And then I said, but you're probably just kidding, so am I. And she was like, no, I'm actually not. I've been with a girl before. I've been with this girl for 3 years before. She was with her from 6th grade to 8th grade, and her name was Sophie. And she said that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I was with someone before from, oh, my computer's I was with someone from half of 7th grade and a little bit of 8th. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, right. But no one had known besides me and the girl. And then after Catherine, I told Skylar. Because Skylar already figured something. She already knew. Because, since she knew my Tumblr, and I was posting things about my day and how much she, I don't know, like, some things that could hint to it. And she was like, so who do you like? So I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, I knew you like Catherine. And for the first couple weeks or so, I had to lie to her tell her I didn't because I was afraid she would judge me. But then I was like, then I told her. I was like, yeah, I do like a girl, but it's not Catherine. That's what I told her. And then I told her it was, I think, Thursday. This Thursday. And she was like, I told you it was, and I'm totally okay with that. You guys would be really cute together. I was like, oh, thanks, Sky. And Skylar is one of my really close friends. We've known each other since 6th grade. But other than that, um, after Skylar, it was Ashley. Told Ashley the same thing. I actually wrote it down because I was with her. It's like, because we were in biology class and I needed to tell Ashley because she was one of my sister's friends and I needed her help. And after I told Ashley, she was like, okay, okay, well, I am too. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And she was like, yeah, I like your sister. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And my sister ended up liking her back. But anyway, um, then after I told Ashley, I didn't know at the time that my sister liked Ashley because she was dating this kid, Eli, and they broke up, I think, a couple weeks ago. Anyway, then next was my sister. We were on a walk, and we were going to walk to Loopers Field, which is like a couple miles from my house. And we were going to meet our friend Kevin. And so I just turned to her and we were walking. I was like, hey, so Cal. She was like, yeah. And I was like, I think I like girls. She was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, you still like guys too, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. But I like girls a little bit more, probably. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And she didn't want to tell me then that she liked Ashley or anything. And she was like, oh, I'm totally fine with it. It's chill. We're still sisters. And it actually brought me and her closer. And then after, I'll continue that in a second. After my sister friend Audrey, who was my best friend last year, and we kind of grew apart in high school. But we're still pretty close friends, and we're on the same softball team and all, but, what happened was, I was at her house, and I spent the night there. And then we were on the computer, and, and, I had asked someone for advice, said, yeah, go ahead, tell her. And they told me, like, how to tell her about it, too, and I was like, alright. And I turned to her, and then I said, hey, Audrey. She's like, hold on a second. So, I can't remember which one of you it was, but I figured out one of you likes girls, and you told me about it too. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, but it wasn't Callie, so it was you. And I was like, yeah, it was me, but I didn't tell you about it. Um, when she figured out it was me, she wasn't that accepting. She like was quiet for a little bit because her little sister was out there. She didn't understand. Her little sister didn't understand what was happening. So for about 5 minutes, we didn't talk. After she found out that it was me that she was that was fine. And I was like, all right. And then she was like, Kayla, come downstairs. And she's like, oh yeah, um, you just kind of, I got that vibe from you. I was like, oh, really? She was like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's what I wanted to tell you. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm fine with it. We're still best friends. It doesn't change anything. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then we started talking. And we started talking about Catherine, how I liked her. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's totally supportive of it. But after that came my brother. Brother, my brother was, we went in the basement to talk. And I was like, so, you know how you suspect, like, you know how me and Catherine are around each other, right? She was like, he was like, yeah. And we paused for a couple, like, seconds, like, there was silence, and he was like, you like her, I can tell. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, that's fine with me. I think it actually might be fun to have a sister who likes girls too. Because then I was like, that's just so weird. And it was like, it's fine with me, whatever makes you happy. And that really, really made me happy. Like, everyone I've told so far has been accepting of it, because I think they always either knew, or they're used to it, or they are themselves. But other than that, like, that's all I've told. That's who I've told so far. And I don't think I'm going to tell my parents for a little while. If anything, I might actually end up telling my aunt first, because she's the same way. Like, before, maybe I might tell my dad before I tell my aunt, but because my dad had his mother was, my aunt is too, and my aunt, she was always more, she's always she's like a tomboy, more into girls. She always dated girls. My Aunt Liz, she dated her for 3 years. I still call her my Aunt Liz because that's what I know her by. And I didn't know what was going on when I was little. I just thought they were friends, lived in the same house, and they were everything. But I didn't know what was going on because I was so little. I was like 7. But I still keep in contact with them. Anyway, then so my dad, I think he's used to the thing, so I'm gonna tell him first. And then my mom, she's already came to me and asked me about it. She has her suspicions, and so has my dad. They both have. They both came to me and talked to me about it, and were like, "So how long have you known Catherine is not straight?" And I was like, "What are you talking about, Mom?" And she was, I had to end up lying to my parents about it because I wasn't ready to tell them yet. And I was like, "Well, there's nothing going on. We're just best friends." And she was like, "Alright, but your dad is gonna come talk to you soon too." I know he is. Because he got the same vibe when you guys were in the car together. Because me and Catherine were in the back seat. We didn't even say much. We were just messing around. And then I brushed her hair behind her ear, and she smiled at me and started to blush. And I think that's when he noticed because he has a rear mirror, and then we were just like holding hands and leaning towards each other, kind of. And then she came. When I really told her I liked her was when she had spent the night at my house for the first time in a really long time. And I was just leaning on her, and she was like, because we were cuddling watching those Chinese game shows, and she goes, well, if I was lesbian, I would totally go for you right now. And I just laughed. I looked up at her and I said, well, Catherine, I like you. She was like, oh, well, I like you too. And then I just smiled, and we started goofing off, wrestling, and then I had a softball game the next day, and I was having trouble sleeping, so she started to sing to me, and I fell asleep. That's really how far I've gotten in my journey to coming out. There's my update. Comment, subscribe, video reply, whatever you want to do. That's fine with me. Check out my other videos. Well, I know one of them's a makeup tutorial, but that's fine. But happy Mother's Day to whoever's mom or not a mom. You can message me if you need any advice or anything, or you can I have a video on the screen that is entitled "Thank You," and it's for Lexi. You can talk to her or Jackie, whichever one you want if you need advice, because that's where I got my advice from to start coming out to people. So, thank you for watching. I guess. Bye.